Hey y'all, what's going on? It's your girl Ursula. How you living? All right, we're gonna get into this Juvia'S Place foundation and concealer review. And to start off, bam, that's a no-no. Okay, what happened there? Anyway, let's get into it. All right, so this is the Juvia'S Place foundation. This is the packaging. I am in the color 430 Rio, and I'm just gonna take it out the package here. Look at that. Very nice, very pretty. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. I heard just use a little bit, and we're gonna see how far this goes. You see, that's really just literally a dot. That covered pretty good. I probably could have did a little bit more, but added a little bit more to cover the big old forehead that I got. But look at that. Did y'all see how that covered that little black mark that I had on my face there? Did y'all see that? If not, go back and rewind it. But anyway, this is covering really, really good, and it looks smooth. It looks really, really smooth. Get your nose, get your nose, get your nose. It feels really smooth, and it is really covering everything. Look at it. I like really don't see my freckles too much anymore. Like, this stuff is powerful. Just dibbling a little bit more there. Alright, time for concealer. And that is in the color 16. Love the applicator there, just showing you guys. And then we're going to go ahead and start to just put a little bit of dots on there to make sure, you know, like you don't want to put too much. And yes, it is too light. I probably should have went a color down, but you know, we're going to just try to make this happen and make it do what it do, baby. That's all I got. And it is pretty creamy, and it blends into the skin really, really good, so that's a plus. You can see it doesn't look too bad. It still looks it's too light, but you know, it's working. My Fenty Beauty Honey powder there that I'm going to use to set not only my under eye, but I'm going to actually use this to cover my entire face, and it really helped with the concealer being too light. It kind of toned it down a little bit by putting this on. Now if you have the right color concealer, I know a lot of you guys like Laura Mercier, then by all means use that as well, but this Fenty Beauty added just a touch of color to kind of tone it down a little bit, so I'm down with that. And like I said, I'm just going to put this all over my face so to set it really good, and then at the end, once I apply all my makeup, I'll go back in and use my Wet n Wild face spray. All right, and there you go. That is the finished look without any added products. All right, everybody, so I am back. You saw me apply the foundation, and now I have a finished face on. I really didn't do too much. Some of the eyeshadow, I use the Juvia'S Place eyeshadow palette, and I use one of the eyeshadows from that palette for some blush. I use their one of their loose highlighting powders that I have, and then and I put that on my nose and cheeks and stuff like that, and then I just finished off with some mascara. Didn't do a whole bunch. As you can see right now, I want to save all my thoughts for the end. I'm going to try to do check-ins. If not, I'm going to be back in like 6 to 8 hours, but I'm going to try to do check-ins throughout the day. I'm going to be doing stuff around the house, but I'm also going to be doing and going, I will be outside, like out in the environment. So that way you can just see how it performs being outside. Now, I live in Texas, okay? So this is a true test because I live in Texas, and if you know anything about Texas, it is hot as hell, y'all. Like, it's humid, it's hot. When it says it's 80, it feels like 100, okay? Just round it up like that. So today, I think we might even be in the 90s or something. So it's really hot. It feels hotter than what it really is. It's a very beautiful sunny day outside, so I am going to go outside and actually do a little bit of filming outside so you guys can see it in the natural light, and then I'll be doing check-ins. The quality of the video might change because I don't know if I'm going to be able to do check-ins through my camera or my phone. So however I do it, I'm going to be checking in, and I'm going to try to wear it for at least 6 to 8 hours to see the quality of it and see how it all works out. But this is the finished look. Okay, so I'll be checking back with you guys in just a little bit. Alright guys, so I'm outside. This is a little bit in the shade on my front porch, but still outside. And then I'm going to go directly into the light so y'all can see. Natural lighting. I think this is probably the best. Natural lighting. And this is how I'm looking so far. Look at my baby in there. I don't think y'all can see her. Let's see. Alright, so anyway, this is outside. This is how I'm looking. So I go a little bit more into the light. This is me. No filters, nothing. I'm not putting no filters on. I'm not doing anything like that. So here we go. Alright guys, I don't know if you can see me, but I think it's like 2, 3 o'clock. Actually it's like 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I can't see myself, but there you go. Still looking pretty good. Alright, hey guys, what's going on? So I am back. Oh, let me do this. Alright guys, so this is my next check-in, and this will be my final check-in before the last one, and I give you my overall review of this foundation. Last time I checked in with you guys, it was about 2 hours ago. It is now 6 o'clock. My lipstick is like fading off, and that's because we went to, when you saw me on the last clip, we had just finished going out for like a little treat after doing a little bit of grocery shopping. And so now I'm back in my house, as you probably can tell, and I am in front of I'm in front of a window, and so it's not a whole bunch of light coming through, but it is still very sunny outside. And on the last clip you saw that it was I see you, Charlie, 99 degrees outside, which basically it feels hotter than that. There is kind of a breeze today. But this is how the foundation is looking so far, and I actually have this on my, I don't know what that is, on my front facing camera. So I don't know if the quality is different, but you guys can see it feels pretty good. I'm a little oily down here. My lines are starting to break, like the small lines, but that's, you know, it's whatever. So this is how I'm looking so far. Let's see if I just switch it, get closer to this window. I don't know, but anyway, there you go. I will see you guys in about 2 more hours, and that'll be after I've cooked. So you know, sometimes when you're in the kitchen, you're doing the most. So we're gonna see if it withstands all of that. But anyway, I'll talk to y'all in a minute. Hi everybody. Okay, I am back. Let me see what time it is. Oh, look at that. It's exactly 8 o'clock. Can y'all see that? My thing is, my phone is cracked and probably dirty and everything else. So, it has been exactly 8 hours since I first applied this foundation on camera. What I was doing just right before this, I was in the kitchen cooking fried oyster mushrooms and fried bureau bananas. So I was in the kitchen, grease popping and stuff, and this is the final look. This is what I'm looking like compared to at the beginning of the day. Now let's get into this, let's get into the nitty-gritty of this video. So talking about the Juvia'S place, remember I did the foundation and I did the concealer. For the foundation, it is 1 fluid ounce. It is $20. It's supposed to be full coverage, and it's a velvety matte foundation. So I am in the color 430, and then I got the concealer in a 16 because it goes just by numbers. So the concealer I got in 16, and I believe the concealer runs for $14. They also had a brush, I think it was $12 or $13, and now they have come out with setting powders as well. I did not get that. I'm going to tell you my whole thing about this whole Juvia'S place, this new launch. First of all, I think this is wonderful. You guys know Juvia'S place has been around for quite a while. They're Black owned, small business, even though I don't necessarily call them small business because they have just grown so much in the past year or two. They are now in Ulta. You can still buy online or at Ulta, and they just have, you know, very affordable products, especially their eyeshadows. I think that's probably what they're known for the most, or at least what I know them from, know about them the most, or when I think of Juvia'S Place, I think of their beautiful eyeshadow palettes. The palettes are always so beautiful, and just everything's always so together, okay? So when they came out with foundation, I was like, okay, let me see what's up. But then when I found out that it was supposed to be a full coverage foundation, that kind of dropped me down a little bit, because I'm not a full foundation girl at all. Like, if I want to build up to it, like it could be medium to full or light to full. I just like my freckles to actually show through. And so, you know, that's just me, and I do like matte foundations, and being that this is supposed to be a velvety matte foundation, I was all here for it. I would have even enjoyed this if it was more of a dewy finish as well, but you know, it is what it is. Now, applying, let me back up, okay? I'm a little upset with Juvia'S Place. Juvia'S, if y'all watching this, don't be mad at me, though. Okay, it's my fault, but I feel like just things could have been a little bit better on their end. First of all, when they launched this, they said that they were going to have a comparison chart, and we, you know, just everything like that, and that it was going to be available online first before actually hitting Ulta, which is fine, right? The thing about it is if you're going to launch it online, you know, finding a foundation online is difficult anyway. So they had a lot of different pictures and matching with the colors of the foundation and all that. And I tried to do my best. And I think that most people will agree that even with their foundation, the comparisons, like just looking at the person's face or whatever, like some stuff just doesn't match up with it. Okay, like what they have on there, it just, to me, it just doesn't match up with it. And when I got my Juvia'S Place foundation, y'all, I'm gonna try to remember to insert a picture right here. And I was a little bit like, y'all, I was looking ghost, to say the least. And I'll see if I can edit everything to show you what I mean. Usually most foundations, I'm in the tan family or medium to tan or something like that, in that range of colors or whatever spectrum. And so I kind of went off of that, and I was wrong. I was real wrong. And my understanding is, and there's a lot of other companies that do it too, but they don't accept exchanges. So I'm stuck with ghost, and I shouldn't call it ghost, but I'm stuck with a foundation that is way too light for me. I might be able to give it to a friend, so we'll see. But it's just way too light for me. So I was not exactly excited about that. I was like disappointed. And then the concealer, I was kind of iffy on it, but I just went based off of what somebody else did, which I probably shouldn't have, and I debated about it. I probably really should have got a 15 or a 14. But you know, you work it out the best way you can. So I've heard that Juvia'S Place, for some people, if you DM them or whatever, like, and you bought it online, that you could exchange it. But my thing was, after they launched it, that's when they start putting comparisons like to other foundations that people use. That's when they went in a little bit deeper. That's when they start bringing out the powders and all that. And I just felt like they should have did one big lunch with the concealers, the powder, and the foundation, so we could just like get it all at one time and you know, try everything on all at once. I don't know what the tactic, or I shouldn't say tactic, I don't know what they were thinking, like, to do it like that, or why they did it like that, and that's their business. But it would have been nice if they would have done the powders and then the foundation and the concealer all together. I wish they would have done it like that. I also wish that before they launched it, that they would have already had the comparison charts. They are still putting out comparisons. They're still putting out, like, if you buy this foundation, which concealer. That should have been done even before, I'll just say it should have been done the day that you launched it, not like days later, a week or two later. It just shouldn't. Everything should have been in place when you launched it. So that's really my only downfall about this whole lunch and everything. Other than that, me applying the foundation, I could definitely tell that it was full coverage. And I'm gonna look in my little mirror right here. Okay, me looking in my mirror right now, I really don't see any of my freckles. So this is full coverage. At first I was seeing my freckles when I was first putting it on. I don't see any of my freckles. I have a little boo-boo right here. It's kind of dark. Once I first put it on, it actually covered it, which lets me know that the foundation is starting to wear off after 8 hours. Also in here, I know like my forehead a little bit, but like here, in the smile line, I'm definitely oily. Like you can see it. I know I'm like really shiny because of that base highlighter, which that highlighter is good. But I'm really oily here. And I guess I am oily here, but like really here, I'm just oily. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm oily right here. This part right here, that's not oil. That's highlight. Anyway, but it is very matte. And for me, I did apply it with a brush. And so for me, it's a lot because I don't wear full coverage. And when I say this is full coverage, like this is for real, probably the most full coverage foundation that I've ever used in my entire life. And like I said, I don't even use a lot, but I mean, really, if I want a full coverage, I usually have to build up. So if I was really like, really wanted to be glam, I definitely would use this, because I really like showing my freckles. But if I just wanted to be like barefaced and just go with it, like definitely try this foundation out. Like I said, I am combo oily, so I'm sure if I would have powdered or something throughout the day, or like if I was somewhere right now and I went in the bathroom, I probably would powder to make my, to control the oil. I didn't use any primer underneath. I just used my moisturizer, and the reason being is because I don't necessarily use primer all the time when I apply any of my foundations, to be honest. I'm not a big primer girl. I will every now and then, but honestly, most of the time I don't see a difference in primers for me. So yeah, but definitely oily here, but it is full coverage. Like it is what it says it is. So for me, I'm not used to seeing myself like this, where it's like really full coverage. So it looks a little weird to me. Not in a bad way, not that the foundation, I could tell the foundation is good. It's just, it's weird. It's weird for me to see myself like this, like no freckles, no nothing. Like this is like totally not me. As far as the color, I'm gonna let you guys judge. What do you guys think about the color? I think that I also could have worn the next one, down, which is, I think it's Punta Cana, and then there's one underneath that. I probably could have wore it. When I tried Punta Cana on in the store, it was a little bit more golden, at least to me, than Rio. So, I mean, if that helps anybody. Also, for reference, I can wear 350 or 370 in Fenty, if that helps you with color matching. And I think in Lancome, I am a 450 suede in, and then in Cover FX, I think I'm an N80, or is it G80? One of those two. I probably could wear both, but I'm just saying, usually I have neutral, olive. As the sun, as I'm going out, I'll start to have warm undertones as well, but this is the color that I have. Now I know this was a real janky review, but I know there's a lot of reviews out there, but I just wanted to come in and show you my review and let you guys know and see, like, this is it. Would I recommend it? One, if you just absolutely do not like full coverage foundation, this is not for you, because baby, this is full coverage. Also, I will say that the price point is like, that's phenomenal. $20. I would recommend that you pick it up in store. Do not order it online. I'm sorry, I don't know if that messes with Juvia'S Place's money, but I'm just saying, I don't want to mess with Juvia'S money, but I can't mess with mine. And so I just recommend that you guys go into Ulta, use that $3 off of 15, $3.50 off of 15, and I paid $17 or something like that. And go try it on, and then walk around the store too. Now, honestly, I didn't see too much change of color once I oxidization or what I can't even talk right now because I'm trying to hurry up. I don't want this video to be super long, but like, I really didn't see any huge color change or anything. I think it is what it is. But because I walked around Ulta with like Punta Cana on one side and then this color Rio on the other side. If you're just like a little bit more golden than me, then I would recommend Punta Cana if you were kind of like in between the two. What else? good price point. Concealer, I should have went like down, but you know, sometimes you can work with concealer. I have not tried the powders, so I have no idea on those. I would say, again, if you're not a full coverage, don't mess with this, because this Juvia's Place stuff is serious. It is serious. But I would say if you just want to try it, the whole reason I wanted to try it is not to just make a video, but it was really and honestly because I love supporting Black-owned businesses, and it's foundation and it's makeup, so why not? And I'm ordering Juvia's Place comes out with, but this was a new product, something really different. The packaging, oh my God, is so beautiful. So I just wanted to try it. But this is what I'm gonna say, that I'm gonna get up out of here. If you don't like a full coverage, it's still gonna be full coverage, but use a beauty blender, which it recommends on here. They did have a brush, like I said, I didn't buy it, but use a beauty blender. And guys, when I say you need like a mustard seed of faith of foundation, that's all you need for this foundation. You do not need a whole like brush full and slap it in here and there. It will cover you. It got you. Juvia's Place, the foundation, it got you. The concealer, it was creamy and it goes on. You need very little of this as well. And like I said it with my Fenty Beauty Honey, and there you go. So that's my review. I would recommend this product, believe it or not. If you're combo oily, maybe if you do a primer underneath, maybe if you usually pat or make sure your face is powdered really good. But again, and I showed a clip there, I was in 99, the temperature was 99, but trust and believe, it felt hotter than 99 degrees. Plus, it is very, very, very humid here in Texas, so you're working with those kind of conditions and having this, and I was outside in the element, in the environment, so this actually was not that bad, I think. So definitely go check it out. Let me know what you think. Let me know what y'all think about this color match as well, and I will see you guys on the next video. Bye.